So who did you?
We're not saying.
You're so boring,
Did
Heather.
you request your hair to be dull?
I requested.
Can you make this dull?
You know what? I have a wedding, and I don't want to outshine the bride. So
No,
can
so I
you
want
make
to
my
be
hair
as
look
dull and boring.
Could you make
as
me look
possible.
ugly, please?
No,
In
I
fact, I'm not
requested
gonna wear makeup either.
warmth and
Yeah, that's what's
radiating sexy, and this would not be radiating sexy.
You still look pretty,
Why do you want
but
to
it's not quite as warm. We're talking about her hair.
Why do I want to radiate?
Now I have some good caramels going on, caramels going
Caramels?
on. Caramels going on.
Is
this
it
morning,
caramels
yeah.
or caramels?
I like to say caramel because I feel
You also say another word
sophisticated.
funny, and I can't remember which one it is.
Envelope?
No, that's right. Envelope.
Yeah,
Envelope.
Envelope.
envelope. Agreed. Okay.
It's E-N-V.
Hi guys,
Envelope.
Cat Kom here with StudioSWEATonDemand. I'm here with Sidekick. You're the sidekick today.
Hi.
Bethany.
And this is my sidekick.
And 30
Hi.
Queen Coach Heather Hemmer. Yeah, there you
Sidekick,
go.
sidekick, sidekick.
I like it. All right, so I'm going to get straight to, this is happening right now, the question of the week, because I missed it and I
fast.
meant to do it last week, and it's from, because I promised her I would.
Okay.
So question of the week comes from Jenny M, because I'm not going to try and pronounce her last name,
Because that would make you giggle.
and it would make me
That's
giggle.
not what's going to make her giggle.
Yeah, it's the question that's going to make me giggle. Anyway, so she says, still curious about my question regarding
Burning quads.
Yeah, the front of my thighs burning before I'm able to feel a burn anywhere else. Glutes, for example. Thanks. And so she's talking about when she's spinning.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's talking about when she's spinning. Let's get this straight, Jenny. Keeping it clean with Heather, 30 Clean Coach. Okay. All right.
This is way going off.
Yes. Anyway, so there could be a couple of reasons for that. Number one, you're probably using all quad in your pedal stroke, and so I'm going to suggest that you start to focus more on the pull than you do the push. So the push in a cycling stroke is natural. In other words, the forward and down motion is fairly natural for us because we're inclined to push. Where the pull, the backward motion, is less. When it comes to muscle memory, it's less obvious for our body to do the pull, to go through that pull action. So what I want you to focus on, if you're feeling more burn in the quad, is right before you get to the bottom of the pedal stroke, I want you to pretend you're scraping gum off the ball of your foot over and over and over, and let that be your focus, so that hopefully you can get your your hamstrings and glutes to do as much work as the quads are doing. You want to try and balance that load.
And I have a question. When you push, are you pushing with your toe, or are you kind of pushing with your heel, like with a firm foot?
You want to be, you want to set your foot so that it's like on a plateau.
Okay. I don't spin as much
Which
as
a
I
lot of
should.
times that means you're gonna have to exaggerate pushing the heel down, because people do want to ride on the toes. So if you feel burning in your calves, for example, you know you're probably riding on your toes. The power of the pedal stroke should actually come through the ball of the foot, though. That's why, we've done blogs and questions on that. Make sure that the ball of your foot is centered over the pedal. Keep your foot on a plateau. Focus on that pull. Cycling shoes actually help you a lot to get a perfect pedal stroke. So if you don't have those yet, Jenny, you might want to get those.
And I think too, you also have to mentally think about those muscles working
Yeah.
as opposed to your quads working.
Yeah.
So focus when you start that pull, focus on the hamstrings to get them working, and not so much on the quads.
And that booty.
I just had another girl this week in class saying, my quads are on fire and I don't feel it anywhere else. And I looked at her bike setup too, and her seat was too far forward. And so I slid her seat back for her. So watch that your knee is not over your toes, just like as if you're doing a squat. You want to make sure that your booty's back. And that made a huge difference, just sliding her seat back a little bit.
Yeah.
Changing her bike setting, it might have been an inch, but it took all that pressure off her quads.
Super good point, actually, yeah, because
So
if
check
you
your
have
bike
an
setup.
acute, I'm sorry, Beth.
That's okay.
If
go
you have
for
an
it.
acute angle, when your pedals are equal distance from the ground, you look at your front leg, and if you have an acute angle going on at the knee, you're probably going to be loading too much onto those quads. So check your bike setup, check out the beginner spinner on YouTube.
Yeah,
or-
just a tiny little adjustment, and
Yeah,
Goes a long way.
It made all the difference.
Okay, very good. So I hope that helps you, Jenny, and anybody else that's having burning thighs. Okay, going on. Heather, give us a quick trainer tip of the week, would you?
Okay, today we're talking about fat. People eat your fat.
people or
Come on,
Fat.
let's get through this. I told her she has 90
Stop.
seconds.
oh,
People. People, you guys, you have to eat your fat. People ask me all the time when they start eating clean foods, they're feeling low in energy, they feel like maybe they're just not, they don't have what it takes for their workouts, and the thing that's usually missing is fat. Fat is gonna sustain you, and we've heard in the past, low fat, no fat, that's all to be ignored. I want you guys eating good, quality, healthy, saturated animal fats if it's coming from good organic meat. If your meat quality isn't up to par, then go ahead and just make sure you're getting it from avocados, from olives,
Or if
all
you're
different.
vegetarian.
Or if you're vegetarian.
Yeah.
Thank you. If
Yeah.
you're vegetarian, then you're going to be using more oils. You're going to be going to the olive bar and getting a bunch of delicious olives for on your meals, in between your meals. Good nuts, macadamia nuts, Brazil nuts, those will go a long way.
What about
And
dairy if you are okay to eat dairy and
if
you're not
okay
dairy intolerant?
to eat dairy, again,
And
make
you're not
sure-
doing that 30 clean.
And you're not doing the 30 clean. I don't have a problem with dairy. It's not like I think it should be
Give me some
omitted from
cheese.
everybody.
Sylvia from France was telling us about all the cheeses.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
well, if
out
you're
there.
Sylvia and you live in France, you're super lucky. But if you're here and your cheese is coming in bags and it's orange and it's shredded, stay away from it. So high quality, good quality dairy is going to be okay. Grass-fed butter is going to be okay.
Is that ghee?
That
Is that how you say it?
ghee is not actually necessarily grass-fed butter. It is clarified butter. So
Oh, okay.
you can just like load butter on if you're not on the 30 clean. We like butter. It's good.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah, and just know that you need fat for brain function, for nerve function.
Doesn't
and
it heal your body as well?
It does. Actually helps you absorb some really important nutrients, vitamins and minerals that without fat you're not going to be able to absorb properly.
Yeah. So
um,
when you are experience a lot of soreness after workouts and stuff, it's always the protein push, and the protein is obviously very important
Yeah.
for healing those muscles, but so are healthy fats.
Yeah, you guys, after your workouts, like eat a good meal. Don't be afraid
I agree.
to satisfy your body.
Wow. Okay, we are. Bethany, what are the on-demand releases coming out this week for Studio Sweat? What do we have?
This Sunday, Mike is coming out with a straight up spin. You guys love him.
Asked about him. He's coming back.
Yeah, so straight up spin with Mike. It is not downloadable, but he plays great music, so you guys will really like that.
Yeah.
And excuse me, frog in the throat.
His music is blended together, so you have the experience of the road fit. It's a road fit class, is it?
Yep.
Straight up spin road fit? Yeah.
Sure.
So those of you that want that endurance ride, it's coming. Mike's bringing it to you.
Yeah.
Super excited.
And then Thursday, Olga will come out with a spin skull,
Olga Nader!
which I heard was really good.
Oh,
so
yeah.
be sure to get it done.
Yeah, she said for me and filmed that. Yeah, everybody said that was really, really hard. So
Yep.
Europeans out there love them some Olga, and
really do.
those in the States and everywhere else are starting to really appreciate Olga's style as well. So, okay, you guys, that's all we have for you. You guys have an awesome weekend.
See ya.
Get done.